Hi viewers, good afternoon. This is Ishfaq Tadri for the Tribune from Srinagar. I'm joined by my senior colleague Majid Jahangir. We'll be discussing the situation, the emergent situation in Jammu and Kashmir, which is unfolding, and a crackdown is underway across valley against the separatists, particularly the Jamaat cadre. Hundreds of cadres have been rounded up in raids during the night. The centre has also requisitioned around the deployment of 100 companies immediately to the Kashmir Valley. So I'll be discussing its impact, the impact of the emerging the events on Kashmir and overall on the national security. Mr. Majid Jahangir, please answer me, how is the situation emerging in Kashmir?
Yeah, the situation right now is very panicky. There is a lot of panic across valley, especially in wake of series of events since that have unfolded since Friday evening. The first thing that happened yesterday evening was the arrest of JKLF chief Yasin Malik, and then it was followed by series of raids against religious socio political organization Jamaat Islami, and around about 20 workers of the party have been, including its president, has been detained by the police.
Okay.
So
okay.
then there was another thing happened at that point of time is that central there was an central government issued an order. They sanctioned 100 companies of Central Armed Police Forces to Kashmir,
Okay.
and they were asked to report to Valley urgently.
Okay, this order. This makes it very interesting. The center has requisitioned, 100 companies. That means over 10,000, you can say, personnel. How is this order being waived and read in Kashmir? Is it, you can say, the war they're preparing for the war?
If you'll allow me to speak, the thing is that these deployment is happening at a time when there is already a lot of confusion across valley over the hearing of Article 35A. So an impression has gone in large section of people that because of center might be thinking something about Article 35A, and that is the reason that 100 companies of being Central Armed Police Forces are being dispatched to valley.
Okay,
while as police officials, whom very senior police officials and CRPF officials whom I talked to, they said that these 100 companies are part of the plan which they had submitted for the holding of the Lok Sabha elections that are scheduled in next 1 or 2 months.
Okay,
so
but
there is a sense among common people here that they feel that something very strange is going to happen, and though that is why there is a lot of panic at right.
But one thing is there, today you can say there's a lot of activity going on. You can say the center is rushing at least 5,000 troops. That rather airlifting. That makes, you can say, it makes it urgent. So a sense is going that there may be in the war clouds hovering. How do you link with the emergent situation, the dynamic situation, which is across the border, across the border in Jammu and Kashmir, particularly LOC and the international border in Jammu?
Yeah, all this is happening after Pulwama suicide bombing that has resulted in tension between the two nuclear powers, India and Pakistan. Indian army has clearly blamed Pakistan and Jaish-e-Mohammed, saying that it is Jaish-e-Mohammed which is baby of Pakistani army for this attack, and it was planned by the Jaish from across. So within 100 hours, the army and security forces were able to kill top Jaish leadership in Kashmir. So there has been a tension since between the two countries, and Kashmiris have been that kind of a sense that it can snowball into a conflict between the two countries. So that is the reason there is a lot of panic among the people.
You are right. As I was walking around the markets, you can say different parts, I saw people, actually there is panic has gripped the people. They're buying rations. There's, you can say, rush to the petrol pumps. People are, you can say, rushing. There's a lot of rumors. The people think that anytime there can be anything can happen, because there's a lot of, you can say, on both sides, from Pakistan side and from Indian side, there have been, you can say, pronouncements and statements about the war. I think that's really heightened the tensions in this region, because I think the focus will be on Kashmir and the Jammu regions.
Yeah, that is also an indication of the central, adopting a very hardline policy on Kashmir.
Yes.
In past 2-3 days, they have withdrawn the security of separatists, downsized security of many mainstream politicians. So, including former IAS officer Shah Faisal, who retired and who voluntarily retired from the services,
Yes.
and is now active in politics. And Wahidur Rahman Para, who was a PDP youth leader, his security has been withdrawn. So all this is an indication of that how center is viewing its is handling Kashmir, and its policy is going to be tough in coming days.
But one thing I will say that arrests, I think that's it's not going to make difference. Kashmiris in Kashmir, these arrests have been seen in the early 90s because a lot of the leadership, the separatist leadership, they were behind the bars. I think it did not, you can say, have that much impact on the situation. I think rather it will, you can say, harden the postures on both sides. The center will have the both sides will have to, you can say, look for, you can say, the medium way, you can say the midway, you can say the reconciliatory path they will have to, you can say, to take, and so that bring down the tensions. I think that's really going to have help the matters over in Kashmir. Thank you viewers for joining me. Thank you.